sort of the same thing. You'll find my Facebook, my LinkedIn profile. Yeah, maybe an old picture from me in high school. But
Generally good, positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
And
things.
the same question for you.
Yeah, for me it's like LinkedIn profile, Facebook account, Twitter account, Instagram account, an account I forgot somewhere, I don't know, yeah, the usual.
My Bieber account from when I was like 14. It was awful. It's like, what was I
What can you do
doing?
about that? So what did you
Oh,
do?
well, I never actually deleted it. So when I found that, I went back and deleted my Bieber account off the internet. Yeah.
And was that easy to do?
Oh yeah, it was to just cancel the account. Actually, I need to re-Google and check that they've actually taken it down because I didn't do that. Yeah.
Most of my stuff isn't my actual name, so I use like a different name so people can't find me. So I don't know if you can find me on
That's
there.
smart.
Yeah.
That's real smart. No, but to be fair, like I'd assume you'd find. It depends surely on where you're searching. So obviously Facebook, you can make yourself harder to find on Facebook, which then obviously becomes more difficult for people to find you.
Don't think I'd put anything online that I wouldn't ever be happy. Honestly, I think you've got to be like, especially like today, like this day and age, you've got to be careful what you put online, and I wouldn't want anything like that would ever sway anybody's opinion on me in a negative way.
Yeah, I regularly check. Once I had to put something down from Google because a friend posted something of me that I didn't like. And the Facebook account, normally it's private, you can't find it on Google. But I opened it so everybody could find me, like the new students I've met. So I have to open it to the other ones.
But you'll close it down later,
Yeah,
probably. Okay.
I don't know, you'd have to look.
All right, okay. Oh, what?
I tried to put myself on private, so I've tried to Google myself before and nothing came up because I set my profiles as private so you couldn't find me. So I'm hoping it's still like that.
You know, if you want to keep something private, you can put it on Facebook. Like I said, you know, I have pictures where only certain people can see. A lot of people don't know that you have settings. You can have a picture where only one person can see on Facebook, and it will still be on Facebook. So I think people need to be clued up about that. It's really important that people know, because obviously the default setting is to have everything there, because that's what Facebook is for. But then it's up to you to protect yourself.
They do, most definitely they do. In plenty of job descriptions, it will say that like we've got the right to search. We've got the right to search you because I've seen it already. Whether it's right or not, no, I don't necessarily think so. I think there's a lot you can learn from a person in person, but there's a very strong perception that you can pick up from like an online presence, from what they might tweet, from what they might say on Facebook, which doesn't always get sort of a true depiction of how the person is. So I wouldn't say it's right, but it happens. It does happen. Plenty of people get in trouble for it. Plenty of people.
Like if I went for a job interview and they wouldn't, I don't think that's right, to be honest. No, because I mean, like I can understand why they do it because they want to see what you're like at home, but like that might be completely different to how you act when you're at work. I mean, like you might have some really crazy life or go out clubbing a lot, but when it comes to work, you're like really knuckle down, and then if they see that, they think of you in a different way. So I don't really think that's
And
alright.
do you think companies do that generally?
Yeah, I know companies that have done that.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I should think it's okay. I mean, at the same time, I don't think it's okay. I think it's better to meet the person in person, if you know what I'm saying, instead of Googling them and then looking at their references. But at the same time, it's the same thing as sending them your CV. So I would assume, yeah, pretty much.
And what about you? Same question?
I think you should definitely Google somebody if you like check out their Facebook and you know. I think you should, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's right because it's kind of awkward because how you're like in private, it's not the same way as you're like when you're.
You shouldn't have anything like that, like incriminating, that would put anybody off you. And then you probably are in the wrong job if you are going to do anything incriminating. It's just doing like a what's it called, CIB check, something like that. With like if you work in a school or something, you have to like check up on the person. I think it should be the same for any job.
So you're saying that really, as a student or as a potential employee, it's your responsibility to make sure that you don't have
you're
No,
professional.
I
You
don't
should be.
think so.
You shouldn't like. I don't know. When people drive around in cars that have company logos on them, have got music blaring out, that paints like a bad picture. Or I saw like a fitness car with someone smoking out the window. It's like that's, you know, it's not great. It doesn't look great. And I think you need to know enough about a person before you give them a certain responsibility.
I'm interested in why you disagree.
It's because it shouldn't matter because even if the person smokes, okay, it's not the best way to do it, to drive your company car and smoke out the window, blast like loud music, but at the same time, just because I'm a smoker, it's not something you should judge after my Facebook profile.
I think it's okay because they check their future employees and they should know what person are you and what are you doing in your free time, and if it's not okay for the employer, maybe he should know it from the start.
I think so, because it obviously reveals more about you than you would show in an interview, because obviously in an interview you'd only show your qualities that the employer's looking for, so there might be hidden qualities as such that you're not showing.
I don't think it is, because that's kind of like a social life kind of thing, because what comes up will be your Facebook, and then they'll base your attributes on, say, how you are on Facebook, Twitter. It's just, I think that's wrong anyway, to be honest.
Your own company, would you Google people who are going to...
Hypocritical. Probably. It depends on, obviously, their character.
Yeah.
If I think that if they're an alright person, obviously...
So you Google them after you met them?
Yeah, I wouldn't Google them straight away.
Yeah,
obviously, if they seem a bit shady, then I think that's when Googling needs to be involved,
Yes, I am. Not as much as I should, but I do, yeah.
Okay. Do any of you guys use LinkedIn?
No.
Okay. It's good for when you're coming up to graduation. It's useful.
It's kind of like an online CV sort of idea. So you create a profile, but it's all about your professional work and experience. And companies from businesses all over the world basically use it and have their own profiles, so you can kind of link in with companies you're interested in, and then they can link it if they're interested in you. They can link it to you, and if you go to interviews now, sometimes they'll ask, have you got a LinkedIn, and they'll go and check out your online CV and experience through LinkedIn.
Depending on your profession as well. So for someone like Adnan, if people need to contact him easily, it's quite helpful for people to be able to find him perhaps by Google, by Facebook, by Twitter. But then for me as a student, obviously if I want to keep things more privatized, that's probably not as beneficial for me. But then in the sense that the field in which I want to work in, if I need to sort of advertise, I need LinkedIn or profiles so I need to be locatable as well. So it works both ways.
So your LinkedIn is your professional stuff?
Yeah, well, LinkedIn's really helpful just for jobs generally, but I want to work in film and media, so LinkedIn's quite essential for people finding you and a portfolio.